Hey guys, David here, and what I'd like to do in this video real quick for you guys is go over some things in my business that have been happening to me, and I'm sure they happen to you if you're out there actively building your business. Now, as we go out and we build our business, we're marketing, we're advertising, we're doing the things that we need to do, the income producing activities, right? The actual communication with people via email and stuff like that, and our advertising and all of that jazz. As we're out there doing that, we're going to run into people who are negative, right? Who are negative. And when you're talking to one person or two people a day, you can internalize that, right? You can get some negative feedback on something it is that you're doing, even if you mean well. And that's not just for, making money online or starting a business or anything like that. That's in all aspects of your life, right? There's some people who, no matter how noble, no matter how awesome your cause is, they're not going to agree with it, right? And that's perfectly okay. It's okay. But what I run into, or what I found, is that if you're only talking to one person or two people a day, three people a day about a business, sometimes we internalize things too much. If I'm only talking to one person a day, right, or one person a week, or one person a month, or one person a year sometimes, what happens is when that one person gives me feedback, that's 100% of the feedback that I get. So on the weighted scale, it's 100% of my feedback. Whereas if I get 50 people a day, or I'm talking to 50 or 60 people a day, and they're emailing me back or they're responding, and a lot of it's, or most of it's positive, and I get that one negative comment, it's just like, oh, that's just that person. So it's important to be generating leads. It's important to be generating leads and talking to people every single day, and not just for the fact of building your business, but it keeps you balanced. When we first start out online, we have this like roller coaster of emotions, right? It's, oh, I have to start a business. And then we go out and we start a business. And then it's, oh, I have to get leads. I have to get leads. And then we figure out lead generation. We start generating leads, right? And then it's, I have to get sales. I just have to get sales. I must get sales. And then we get a couple sales, and then we try to scale up our business, right? That's the progression. Now, sometimes those actions individually can take years, right? If you're not out there with the right person at the right time, building a list, and you're not communicating that list, or you don't know how to communicate with that list, and you don't know how to talk to more than one person a day, you don't know how to do the lead generation at the scale that you need to actually see the results, that can be very frustrating, right? So when I share these things with you, it's real time. It's what's going on in my business, and I share these things so that you guys can have a better understanding of what it's going to take. Not only that, but some of the obstacles, or some of the trials, or maybe tribulations that you're going to go through in building a business, right? And the most important thing is, as you go out there and build the business, there is nothing wrong with you. It's not you. So I got a message from a lady who said, I don't know what this is about. And that happens a lot, right? So people will join your list, and they'll not know how they got, or they will not know how they got on there. And, sometimes they'll message you. Now, what I used to do in the past when I was first starting out is I would, try to write out or try to script what it is that I do, right? Have you ever tried to tell someone what it is that you do, like as far as making money online, or affiliate marketing, network marketing, multi-level marketing, whatever? Most of the time it doesn't come out right? So even at my level, I can explain what it is in a couple sentences, but it takes a little bit more understanding of the whole big picture of what it is that I'm doing to really nail down what it is that I do every day, right? I categorize it as I just make money online. That's what I tell most of my friends and family who ask me what it is that I do. I'm an entrepreneur, but, one of the ways that I'm entrepreneurial in reference to making money online. So I got this message, and instead of scripting a whole conversation, right, I just sent her over the link. Boom, here's the link. This is what it is that I do. Make sure that you want to do it, because it's not my job, and it's not your job to convince people. It's not your job to explain to people what it is that you do. We have sales material, right? If you're in a business and you're trying to build it online, hopefully you have a video sales letter, right, that actually converts, or you have a sales presentation or something that you can send someone to, so that you're not individually selling, right? I don't want anyone, not just if you're in business with me, but anyone. You shouldn't be individually selling. I shouldn't have to go up to you and draw circles on a board or anything like that, right? So I sent her over the link, asked, did you watch it? Do you understand, right? And it came back as, yes, I did. I have no money for this, right? And when she said she has no money for this, or when people in general say that they don't have money for things, Most of the time, it's just that they don't see the value in what it is that you're doing. We all have money, right? And money is the easiest, or one of the most easiest things to replace in life, right? There's abundance of money. It's not there's not $1 and that $1 is getting passed around through whatever country it is that you're in, and there's no more dollars being printed. There's money being printed all the time, right? So we just have to figure out how to direct that money into our bank account, right? Ethically, morally, etc. So money is not hard to get. So when people say they don't have money, I generally just, okay, I write them off almost, right? And there are some instances where people may not be able to get money, but most of the time it's not true. And the reason why I can say it's not true is because when I first started making money online, or trying to make money online, I ran up credit cards. I did, because I wanted to start a business. It wasn't that I wasn't going to have the excuse that I don't have any money. After that, right, I ran up credit cards, and the credit cards are run up, and I hadn't made money at that point in time, so I couldn't pay those credit cards off, right? I had some debt. So what I did was I had a truck, and I went on Craigslist, and I started moving people around, right? I actually, put an ad up, hey, I'll move you, pay me some money, right? So I moved a few people. That got me some more money, so I could not pay off my credit cards, but actually put money back into my business and try to figure it out, keep going that route, right? The debt's going to be there regardless. And paying $50 on $2,000 or $3,000 worth of debt really wouldn't have done much. So I put the money back into making money online, right? I ran out of that money, right? So I'm moving people, I have credit card debt, and then what I decide to do is I decide to sell all my stuff. I start selling my game systems, right? I put those on Craigslist. Hey, come buy this game system, prize game positions, right? Like things that I actually loved, right? Things that are gaming systems that I actually played quite a bit, right? So I gave that up. And I gave that up without anyone trying to convince me to give that up. No one had to sit there and tell me, hey, you can sell your game system if you need some money to start a business, because a business is far greater and more important than what it is that you were doing with the gaming system as far as playing games. So no one had to explain that to me. So as you guys go out there and build your business, you don't have to explain that to people. I don't have to tell you that you can sell your gaming systems. I don't have to tell you that you can go get a credit card and put a business on a credit card. I don't have to explain this stuff to you. So when people say that they don't have money, it's just that they don't see the value in what it is that you do. What I find happens is once someone says, I don't have money, and people go into this, I'm going to try to sell you thing, right? It's resistance, right? They resist paying because they don't see the value in what it is that you're doing. You're trying to get them to pay, right? So there's resistance or friction there, right? I don't do that at all. I don't try to convince anyone to join any business or do anything like that. This is what I'm doing with my life. Everyone who looks at a presentation or, a video sales letter or is explained what it is that they're doing, everyone who understands that, once you get that in your head, once you understand that there's money to be made and all of that, it's up to you to decide to do it or not to do it. It's not my job to convince you. It's not your job to convince anyone else. It's also not your job to do everything for the person once they get started, right? It's not. If it is to be, it's up to me. When I opened the brick and mortar business that I'm in now, right? I'm in the back. When I opened this business, I didn't think, oh, well, I'm going to open this business and someone's going to build it for me. I did everything, right? Me and my girlfriend, we did everything. So as we're going and doing everything, I don't need convincing. In this business or online, I don't need convincing, right? And you shouldn't have to convince people. So when they say I don't have any money for this, then me and what I teach is stop trying to convince them to do it. You shouldn't have been doing it in the beginning, and I wasn't in this case, but don't, tell them that your time is worth money, and that's what I let her know. When we go work for other people, right, whether it's like a 9-to-5 job or part-time or full-time or commissioned, whatever it is, when someone says, hey, I'm going to pay you this salary of $30,000, hey, I'm going to pay you this $7 an hour, $10 an hour, whatever it is, we have no problem, right, as an employee in an employee mindset of accepting what it is that they're saying. You're going to pay me $7 an hour to do all of this work. I have to commute. I have to do all this stuff. I'm away from my friends and family. Okay, I'll do it for $7 an hour. I'll do it for $30,000 a year. And we have no problem with that. But when it comes time for you to tell someone else that, hey, my time costs money, sometimes we're apprehensive. Sometimes we need a little bit more posture, right? Sometimes we need to believe in ourselves a little bit more. And that took me a little bit of time to actually develop this type of mindset. I read books, I listen to motivational books on CD. I read a whole lot, and that strengthens my mind and builds enough belief and value in myself that when someone tells me, hey, why don't you just pay for my business to get started, and then after I start making money, I'll give you money back. That sounds stupid, right? Because if you went to McDonald's and you said, hey, I'm going to start a corporation, and you pay for the corporation, you pay for my training, you pay for my building to get set up, and then once my building is set up, right, once I'm a franchisee, I'll start paying you back. That's not how business works, right? And that's not how you work, right? I don't work for free, you don't work for free. So let these people know that you don't work for free. After I let her know that I don't work for free, if your situation changes, she was mad, right? She was upset. She's cussing at me, as you can see here. Karma's a bitch and she will come knocking. You're an ass and all this other stuff. And when people talk to me like that, it's not a direct reflection of me. It's a direct reflection of them, right? I don't cuss at people. I don't yell at people. I don't do this type of thing, and it's not appropriate, right? It's not something that we should be doing. So since we shouldn't be doing this, I don't even address it. After she said all that, I won't contact you again. Now again, going back, if I was only talking to one person a day, I would be upset. I would think that there was something wrong with me or something wrong with my business, or I should be paying for people to get started. But let me just show you something, right? This is a message that I got shortly after.
DRWH Kalinowski, calling with specific regards and reference to your classified advertisement and Entrepreneurs Magazine, September's issue, page 240.
All right, so this guy called me, and when they call my 800 number, they listen to a 20-minute sizzle call, right? It's a call, it's a recording talking a little bit about me, a little bit about my business, and general overview of what it is. I give them a website to get started, or in the ad, they actually can visit another website and view a presentation or whatever. So after I do all that, the people who leave me messages, my actual virtual assistant or I will qualify them somehow, and then she qualifies them just by calling them and then making sure they're not crazy or whatever it is, and then pass that number along to me, and then I call them back or whatever. So when people are cussing at you and telling you negative things, right? That's coming in one ear. In the other ear, I hear people saying, hey, I'd like to get started. Hey, what you're doing is valuable. Hey, I'd like to be a part of what it is that you're doing. He gave me his email address. He told me the best time to reach out to him, etc. So as this information is coming in, I don't let one person ruin my business, because I'm talking to more than one people. I'm generating leads at a tremendous rate. I don't have to worry about whether one person is upset at me or one person is not happy with what it is that I told them, or whatever it is, right? I have people leaving me messages from a classified ad, right? And what do we have here? We have actually a solo ad, right? So this solo ad started a couple days ago, and now it's going out. We got 200 unique clicks already, and we have, people coming and viewing a presentation and actually wanting to work with me and accepting the information that I'm giving them. So it's not a big deal when it comes to whether someone will or will not join me, right? There's hundreds of people coming behind them that I'm talking to. I'm talking to hundreds of people a day about my business. This is growing a business. This is actually scaling a business. This is what it takes to actually build a business. You cannot get upset about one person being mad at you or not happy with what it is that you're saying and let that ruin your day or ruin your business. It doesn't. So I hope this video helped you out and gave you a little bit perspective, or a little bit of a perspective on what it is that I do and what it is that you should be doing every day, right? Talking to hundreds of people. Don't let any one person ruin your business, because the most important person in your business is you. You're the only person who's responsible directly for your success or your failure, So I hope this video helps you out. Please like, comment. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I put out amazing content. The subscribe button should be right here. And if you're looking to get started in business and looking for some coaching or anything, just click the link below and get in contact with me, and we can get this going for you. My goal this year is to take 10 people to $100,000, by the end of the year, and I'm on track. And I hope that you can be my next success story. So we'll talk.